Yo, what is goody people? Welcome back to another vlog. So guys, in my last video I asked you, did you want to see a bulking series? And overwhelming, you guys were like, yes, we want to see a bulking series. So I said, you know what the heck, let's do it. So this is going to be a mini bulking series. It's not going to be like a full 3 months, at least I don't think. Things could change depending on how it goes. As you just saw, I jumped on the scale. Now, why am I using a scale? I want to see how much I weigh at the starting point. Again, I know a lot of people hate scales, and I totally agree with you. I hate scales as well, but it's good to know where your starting point is. That being said, guys, I just woke up right now. As you can see from my face, my eyes are a little puffy. Haven't even brushed my teeth yet. Got up, grabbed the camera, weighed myself, and this is the physique check. So this is how I'm looking. As you can see, guys, I've been kind of just enjoying life. I've had a couple of beers through the summer, and as you can see, I'm not so shredded. But again, I'm not like super heavy. Again, 191 is what I weigh. This is the current physique. We're gonna see if we can get to 200 pounds. Can we get to 200 pounds in a couple of weeks? Let's do a quick physique check. Boom. This is how I'm looking right here. Alright guys, so welcome to the first episode of the Keto Bulking series. I'm going to tell you like how to start off. So if you're going to start a bulk, watch the rest of this video. This is going to be a good starting point on how to start, where to find your calories, how much food you should be eating, how you're going to exercise, and all that jazz. So everybody just sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode 1. We are here! Oh no, what? iPad?
iPad fell down.
Yes, the iPad fell down. Who threw it down? Was it you or was it Mina?
iPad fell down.
Okay, come on. Boys, go Cowboys!
Ew. Seriously, Logan.
That is cheese.
Oh yeah, whatever. All right guys, so as you can see, we're here all with the family right now celebrating my sister's birthday, and of course the first meal of the day has to be brisket, has to be sausage, has to be meat, and I'll explain why. So typically when you watch my past videos, you'll see I eat like a big salad, but there's not too many calories in there, and the salad does fill you up really quick. And so that being said, I want to almost get like a 1-to-1 fat and protein ratio whenever I eat. So for example, I normally have my keto coffees in the morning, and that's just pretty much all fat. It's no protein. So during this keto bulk, protein is gonna be like my main important macronutrient, I guess to say. Now look, I'm still gonna get a lot of fat. I'm still gonna keep my carbs super low, but I need to keep an eye on protein and make sure I'm getting enough. So that's why whenever I eat, I'm gonna make sure it's almost 1-to-1. So that's why we're gonna start off with a bunch of meat. So here we are at Lockhart. This is a place called Schmitty's. We got all my family right here. Enough talking, let's get to eating. Lola, what are y'all doing?
Hello, goody beat people.
Okay guys, so I think the #1 question I get when talking about bulking is how to find your bulking calories. Like, Logan, I want to bulk, but I don't even know where to start. Like, how do I even find how much food I should eat? How do I find how much protein I should be taking in? How do I find how much calories I need to be eating? There are a lot of ways that you can go about doing that, but I'm going to go over one of the ways that I do. So I'm going to be like showing a little clip probably right here or right there as I talk. And so I like to use a website called ketogenic.com, and it's a pretty cool website. It's actually owned by my good friend Ryan Lowry, and he has a pretty cool calculator on there. It's like a macro calculator. Now, one thing I will say about macro calculators, guys, they are not 100% accurate, but it's always a good way to get a good number, kind of get a good starting point, right? So you go to ketogenic.com, you go underneath the tools section, and you'll see a bunch of tools, and you're gonna click on the thing that says macro calculator. You're gonna hit macro calculator, and then it's gonna ask you a bunch of questions. Now they're just simple questions like, are you a male? Are you a female? How much do you weigh? What is your height? What is your activity level? And for me, there's a lot of options, right? And so for me, I'm not someone who has a like very strenuous job and someone who's like working in the fields or working outside who's constantly active, but I try to take walks every now and then. I do like to work out, and so I kind of put slightly active, which is number 2, option number 2. Option number 1 is for someone who just literally sits down all day, who has a desk job. And then it goes all the way from like the last one's like someone who's like pounding rocks like Fred Flintstone for a living. And so that's the option that I picked. It's gonna also ask you what type of workouts do you do. So there is a list of workouts. Do you do resistant training, which is weight training? Do you do CrossFit? Do you do yoga? Do you do a lot of cardio work? Like there are a lot of different type of workouts that you can do, right? And for me, resistant training is going to be the one that's probably works best for me because that is what I do. And then it's going to ask you how many days a week do you work out. It's going to ask you how long do you work out. So if you guys know me, you guys know I always work out Monday through Friday for 90 minutes a day. Well, 90 minutes at a time. So that is my, you know, whatever workout options, right? And then it's gonna ask you, okay, well, what do you wanna do? Are you trying to lose weight? Are you just trying to maintain? Or are you trying to gain weight? And so I clicked on the option, I am trying to bulk, and I put intensive bulk. Again, now, I know that sounds kind of intense, but it's really not that crazy, right? So that's the option that I put. So those are all the options. You're gonna have to put what works best for you. And I'm telling you guys, do not lie to yourself. Don't say, oh, I'm pretty active, when you know damn well you sit at your desk 8 to 10 hours a day and you hardly do any walking. So don't lie. It's only gonna mess you up in the long run, right? And besides, nobody's gonna see these stats. And you can hear Baby Loa singing back there. So anyways, it gave me my macros, and it gave me 2,600 calories roughly, right? And the way it's gonna break it down, it's gonna break it into a true keto macro. So 70 to 75% fat, 20 to 25% protein, and 5% carbs. Now, again, you guys know this about me. When it comes to macros and it comes to bulking, I'm a little bit different, okay? I keep my protein a little bit higher. So then I took those macros that I got from ketogenic.com, went over to MyFitnessPal, plugged in my macros on there, because you can play with the percentage numbers where you want them to be. So me knowing that it gave me 2,600 calories, all I did is adjust the percentages in MyFitnessPal, because that is the app that I use to track my food whenever I do track, which I will be tracking during this bulk. So I changed it. The only thing that I changed was I moved the fat down to 65%, moved the protein up to 30, and I kept my carbs at 5. So that roughly puts me a little more than 1 gram per body weight. Now, you guys, I talked about this. I recommend about 1.2 grams per body weight when it comes to protein when you're bulking. And again, to me, I think there's nothing wrong with that. I know a lot of people say, oh, that's not true, keto. You got to do what works for you. That number really works well for me. So that being said, it puts my protein at about 198, which is a little bit more than my body weight, which is good. I'm fine with that. And it puts my fat at about 189, so 190, about a gram of fat per body weight. Nothing wrong with that, and it still keeps my carbs at 30%. So those are how I'm going to get my keto bulking macros. Now, that being said, guys, this is very important. Is that 2,600 calories going to be enough calories, or is it going to be over? We're just going to have to find out. There is nothing wrong with trial and error. So whatever number you get on that ketogenic.com, keep in mind that that may be too much calories or that may be too little. You're just going to have to experiment. So you're going to eat that amount of food, and if your body tells you, hey bro, like I'm still hungry, then eat a little more. Know that you have to go up. Like I said, it's just a great number to start at. It's a great number to get. It's like, okay, here's my starting point. I'm either going to have to go up or I'm going to come down, and we're just going to learn over the next couple of days. So I would say 26 is probably about close to where my, I would say, bulking macros are, maybe a little bit higher, but again, we're gonna see. There may be days that I'm gonna eat 2,600 calories, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm full. And then there's gonna be days where I'm like, man, I need more, and I'm probably gonna eat somewhere around 3K. So that being said, that is how I found my macros. That is how you can find your macros. And then those are the percentages that I'm playing with. 65% fat, 30% protein, 5% carbs. that is how you get your keto bulking macros. I hope that helped. I know that was like the #1 question going into this keto bulking series. If you're not moving up in weight, obviously you need to eat more. That is how I'm going to adjust my macros. If I'm losing weight, then obviously I'm like, okay, I am not eating enough. I should not be losing weight. That means I need to eat more. So there you go, guys. I hope that did help you find your macros. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. All right, guys, so fast forward a couple of hours and the Cowboys are getting their butts whooped. Damn you Cowboys. It's all good, so nothing that a big juicy ribeye can't fix. So this is what we're gonna eat for our second meal today. Now, guys, let me move this camera up one moment. Now, this isn't gonna be a full day of eating, so I'm not gonna show you all my food. This is actually gonna be the last meal I show you. We'll do plenty of full day of eatings in the future. Today, I just wanted to just get like a starting point for you guys, you know, how to start the keto bulk, how to get your macros, how to get your numbers and whatnot. Just a good like way to start it. And by now, you guys should know how much you should be eating. Like I said, I probably should be eating both of these, but I'm telling you, it's probably gonna be pretty hard. That's the problem. That is the absolute problem with bulking, guys. People think like, oh, it's so hard to bulk because like, you know, it's so hard to grow on keto. It's hard to bulk on anything because of the amount of food you have to eat. You have to eat so much food. It's almost ridiculous. Anyways, enough talking. Let's cook this ribeye. So my bone-in ribeye is done, and just as it's done, look who wants to come out here. Because you probably want some, don't you? You don't want none? Are you sure? All right, guys, so that's going to be the end of the video. Like I said, didn't show, hey, be careful, it's hot mamas, be careful. She almost touched the ribeye. Okay, like I said, guys, this is just episode 1. I'm really excited to start this keto bulk. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Did you touch it?
Yeah.
Why? We're aiming to reach 200 pounds, currently at 191. I don't think it's gonna be hard, but again, I say that, I don't wanna jinx myself. I say it's not gonna be hard to gain 9 pounds in 3 months to reach there. So am I gonna gain a little bit of fat? Yes. Is a little bit gonna be water weight? Yes. Again, like I said, we have a lot to cover in this keto bulk. I didn't want to like cram it all in episode 1. We still have plenty of stuff to get into, supplements, the type of training, everything. So before this little girl dives in and ruins my ribeye by dropping it on the floor, I gotta hurry up and eat this. I love you guys. We'll see you on episode number 2. Peace. Hey, you guys say peace.
Peace.
Say peace, love you. Hey, say peace, love you. Say peace. Say Halloween. Say Halloween.
Halloween.
Halloween. All right, guys, we love you.